1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson, and as always, the smelling great today.
I always smell great, motherfucker.
No, you smell horrible sometimes, but you smell...
No, I don't. I always
You
smell
smell
good.
deceptively good.
I always smell good.
What is that scent?
It's called soap. It's something used processed.
We eat it, we love soap.
You just keep your money under.
Yeah, I drop it all the time. What's the aftershave one?
I couldn't tell you.
Really?
Hugo Boss, maybe.
Hugo Boss, fucking I might stroke
Hugo Boss.
that. I might buy
Hugo
one.
Boss. I know Kieran Barter uses that one.
Yeah. I'm looking at the aftershave for Friday or Saturday.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Because we're doing the waterfront
On Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm on the aftershave for it. That's what I do for big shows. I buy myself something new. Get myself all hyped up for it.
Right.
So I mean, or a new outfit in the aftershave. So I might chase you up on what that is.
Okay.
You excited for waterfront?
Oh, forgot we were doing it.
I can tell by your face because you were like, what's Saturday there?
No, I knew we were doing it, but I forgot we were doing it.
Yeah, I was the exact same. Fucking what a week it's been in the news. I love how the most mad story happened after we just finished.
It's
recording.
nuts. It is absolutely nuts. And do you know what? I'm busting to find out the whole story.
Yeah.
Because genuinely I watched that Taxi Man and I went, that's a fucking wind up.
Right.
Right? There's no way that was legit. Like,
Yeah.
if he was fucking threatening me with a gun, I am sorry if people think that this is me being... But honestly, if a baldy cunt like that, with a fucking, obviously replica fucking gun, he wasn't threatening in any way, but your email just looked caked out, like...
If you're wiped out in a taxi, it looked early doors. Do you know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 in the morning.
It was 12:30, 11:30 at night.
Why was it so sunny?
I don't know.
Was it 11:30? I know that
That's what
they
the
said
statement
it was 11:30, but it's
To
bright
me, it looked
sunshine.
like it was during the day.
I thought it was early in the morning.
But I mean, the first time he fucking hits me with that, because you know you're not getting shot in his taxi. You just know you're not getting shot in his taxi. Like, put yourself in that position. Phone a cab, you can't even fucking taxi if it's dirty. He is not going to fucking pull the trigger and shoot you in his taxi. He's physically going to have to stop. I would have grabbed the steering wheel and put the cunt into 3 parked cars. I would have, like, I just wouldn't have give a fuck. I wouldn't have took it. I wouldn't have.
I know. I'd be panicking like.
I just wouldn't have took it.
Because he could shoot you, go to the Romos, get the car
It's like when
valet.
people go, get out of the car, I'm going to walk you up in the woods and shoot you. And you go, no, just shoot me here. I'm not getting out of your car. You're physically going to have to pull me out of your car or shoot me in it. And then you're going to have to clean it. I'm not making this fucking easy. And you can't. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, you're going, you want me to get out of the car so there's no mess in your car. I'm not walking into them woods for you to shoot me. So shoot me here. If you can get me out, I would wrap my arm around his fucking... He could punch and beat and do whatever. But I'm going to make him work for it. I'm going to make him work for it. But I thought it was a wind-up, but I know it's not a wind-up. Now, the story I was told, well, he can take us or not, I was told that his nephew sells drugs and he says, I'll get the money for you.
Mental, you're just saying this on the podcast.
No, but I don't give a fuck because I have a message from somebody to tell me that's what it was.
Alright,
So I'm only telling what was sent to me.
I was saying he's saying it, not me. Don't
No,
shoot
but I
me.
could send the message, I'll show you.
I mean, they can't be. It makes no difference, but...
You know, saying that his nephew was a drug dealer, so I physically don't think he is anything. I think he's just a taxi man.
Just a protective uncle.
I will get the money for you. I do think it's one of them fucking real stupid things.
Send your uncle down.
He has opened the whole can of worms. Like, the UVF have come out and went, he's not one of ours.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because if he is, they've just denied him.
Just think the guy in the back seat set up the guy in the front seat.
Yes.
That's what I think happened.
Yes. I think that he knew all
Go get them on here.
I was thinking that last week. Like, I'm not even joking. I was going to myself, can we get your man Brian on the podcast? And tell his fucking story. Tell your story on our podcast. There's nothing that you can't say on here.
Yeah.
Because he's saying it was a TikTok video, so come on and talk about it.
So the story...
We're not going to ask him any embarrassing questions. We're just going to go tell everybody what you want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You get the taxi driver on too, hear two sides of the story.
No, that's who I want on.
Oh, is that who you wanted on?
I want the taxi driver
I
on.
wanted the wee white dog guy on.
He will not come on.
Well, not now.
No, but he's not going to.
He might.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, worth asking, worth firing at the
If
end.
anybody knows anybody that's in that taxi, any of the three of them, preferably the taxi driver for me, preferably the passenger for
I want
him,
the passenger, yeah.
and,
Look at both sides.
or even the wee guy in the back, but I'd love to have him on.
I can't believe no one went with the joke of Desert Eagle taxis.
Somebody did.
Did they?
Somebody did.
Ah, because that's good.
Somebody did.
I was going to say, I haven't seen it.
And then there's been so many versions. Like, you've done a photograph. I was putting up, there was a guy kneecapped in Bangor that night, and I was like, hope Josh is okay. Like, I'm worried about Josh. You know what I mean? Poor wee Josh. Fucking got himself.
But
4 bags of coke, and next man's getting slapped in the fucking face with a gun.
I love that at one point he turns to him in the video and goes, "Now, I better not hear anybody talking about this."
That's the part where I went, you aren't the real deal here, mister.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the part. Because
I may not
as
hear
an
anyone talk about this.
enforcer-
By the way, I've recorded
as-
everything and I'm putting it out, but don't talk about
As an enforcer, you want everyone to know about that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone.
it. Yeah.
You don't say, Roe Boyle made that one.
There's Andy like, right, Kane. I was annoyed. I put up one and then deleted it by mistake and put it up straight after. So I fucked the algorithm on it because it was a fucking funny joke.
What was that?
In fairness, it's not the first video I've seen of someone getting fired into in a taxi. It's a fucking funny joke.
Very good.
And I had to, and then I
very
delete.
good.
I posted it on
It is
Facebook by
also
mistake.
very good that it's phone cab and value cab.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get figured in a you can figure it in a value cab and you get.
Our guest is phoning us.
Is it Brand the taxi driver?
Hello?
William, Tiernan told me last night that it was moved to 7.
I was saying to you, like, it changed over. But I don't
That it was moved to 7 o'clock because he couldn't make it.
Oh no, he asked me could we do it and we said still 12. You fucked up, Tiernan? Tiernan did not text you.
He just said I'm right here.
Oh fuck, because I was down there last night. Hold on.
It's alright, it's all good. If you can't make it, it's alright, it's your fault, Tiernan. If you can't make it, it's all good. Tiernan's gonna get shot in the taxi here.
Oh, I ain't done it.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
God.
phoning up.
Make improvements, Tiernan!
I can see if there's somebody can mind the
Don't
child.
worry.
No, you're alright, don't worry, we'll get you on another time.
Oh my God, I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's not your fault, don't worry. You're all good. You're all good.
Alex,
You're-
Uncle love yous. And here, good luck for the waterfront talk.
Thank you very much. We're in the middle of recording here, so I'm gonna need to shoot on.
Flowers sent.
Yes, I'm gonna need to shoot on, Bruno, but we'll get you on next week.
No bother.
No worries, see you later. Right, so our guest isn't here.
It's like, listen, get the fuck off the phone.
That's like when you're trying to hang up on your fucking ma or whatever. Yeah, you're like, right. I'm literally in, like, merging on the motorway. Can you hang up?
Yeah.
You're Sean's.
Mummy, can you ring me back? Brand the taxi driver, something important to say to me.
You're always like, by the way, what do you want for dinner? You're like, no, please do hang up. My nanny's the worst. I remember Sean on the phone to me and I went, right, I'm going through the airport security here. Don't ring me. 5 seconds. And she went, I forgot to tell you. I'm like, fucking go
I
away.
will tell you a cracker, right? A mate of mine years ago stopped shoplifting in the town, and he was making loads of money, and we were going, what the fuck are you doing, you cunt you? You've always loads of money now. And I thought he was drug dealing, right? Convinced he was drug dealing because he had a pager and you didn't know what he was doing, so he wasn't telling anybody what he's doing until he got caught doing something and he got put the fucking head back, right? He got fucking charged. He was stealing meat from Curly's and Asda. Well, they weren't Asda then, but he was taking meat offers. So no way people get like a Sunday roast and steaks. So he was going down into Curly's and stealing meat. So like steak and roast and stuff like that. And obviously fucking this wee lad constantly coming in and fucking stealing. They kept the camera or put a camera on the meat fucking thing and caught him. So the cops had him in the Jeep and he was like, I didn't steal nothing, right? I didn't steal nothing. And he says he was near getting away with it because he had diced, he'd get rid of all the meat. But the thing went off when they had him in the back of the Jeep. And his pager,
I thought you meant like the sausages.
the cop hit the button on it and it just says on it his name, right? On that, give it away, it's a nickname. Where the fuck's my roast? was used as evidence in the court. That's what done him.
The cunt's giving, he's dishing
had
out
a
score
pager.
fives of mints.
He had a pager. No, well, it was all steaks and roast. But there was actually a market for it, so there was like a place that fucking, like a restaurant, sort of bar.
He had his own scale and all, and he was dishing it out.
restaurant, and he was taking, like, he was going down after school, filling the school bag with fucking meat. And this place was doing fucking Steak Tuesdays now. So he was making a clean fucking fortune. And he didn't tell anyone else because he didn't want us in on it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So he was trying to corner the market.
And how did he end up? So they caught him with the cameras in the fucking.
So basically there was that much meat going missing, right? Where he was just ripping the whole out of it. He was just getting that much meat that they fucking set a camera up and they just watched him. And they let him. And then what they done was they had the roast moved up height ways, right? So he had to reach up to get them. But he got rid of all the meat when the cops fucking... I don't know what he done. But the pager fucking got him. He had a fucking pager for stealing fucking meat. Like, it's before... This is pre-mobiles. This is... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the fuck's my...
So that's like when your dealer gets lifted and he just says out of time, don't text me. Cops have my phone. No orders.
Steaks are done, lads. Sorry.
Do you ever get caught stealing? Like, everyone stole.
Where do you want to meet this? Get this meat?
Everyone stole. I've stolen before.
Have you? What'd you steal?
I just like in school, sweets and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Nothing.
From like tuck shop?
Yeah, nothing mental. Nothing mental, or like the odd fucking.
Somebody asked me.
Odd fucking book or whatever.
I know exactly who asked me
Yeah,
yesterday.
just steal books.
Yesterday, my agent asked me had I ever stole a car. And I'll tell you where it came from, right? On Monday, we were in the town and we went into the cafe with the child with us, and he was sitting there and his computer and his wallet and his Tom Ford glasses and everything, and he got up and went to the toilet in the cafe, and I says, this is how easy this is, and I could have took everything, so I lifted his laptop, put it in the bag, and then we went up and we were standing at the counter, came back from the toilet, didn't notice straight away, and then fuck, my laptop's away. Then he's telling all the staff, but I told the staff, I was like, I have it in my bag. And then when he seen me, he was like... But it was that easy.
Was this the one I know?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Baggy cunt.
Yeah.
Looks like David Mead. Sounds like Roe. With a J.
I can imagine him panicking and then just looking at you being like, you bollocks.
And then, I had a meeting with him yesterday, and we went down, and when I arrived, they were already there, and he was like, do you want anything to drink? And I was like, I would take a wee coffee. And they were like, fuck, you mean business, drinking a coffee? I normally take a peppermint tea, right?
Yeah.
And next minute, the fry gets sat down on the table, and I went, did you order me a fry? And he went, no. And I went, right, well. And I just lifted a sausage off his plate. And the other two fellas were laughing like fuck. He was raging. He was fucking...
I'd be fucking raging.
He was raging.
If you'd have taken an egg, fair enough. Not a wee sausage. That's the best bit.
I says, you may hurry up and eat the rest of it, because that bit of bacon's fucking waiting at me, do you know what I mean? But, so he says to me, have you ever stole a car? I was like, fuck, that's a big jump up from a sausage, like. And here's me, no, I actually never stole a car.
Have you been around when cars have been stolen?
Yeah, my friends would have stole cars, but I wouldn't have got involved in it.
Yeah, you were a good wee boy.
When I say I stole a car, right, we used to buy cars. So we'd have bought wee cheap cars, we'd have looked in the papers, right? A mate of mine bought a car, and his dad found out that he'd bought it, and he let on it was mine.
Right.
But he got grounded. So he came up to my house with his dad, and he was like, there's the keys to your car. And I went, is it? And he went, yeah. And I was like, right, okay. I knew fine rightly he had spent 600 quid in this wee car, right? And I was like, so this is the keys to my car? And he was like, yes. And I was like, sweet. We fucking wrecked the car. you can ask somebody. You can ask somebody you know lives with you, right? Right? Did he tell you about it? I couldn't drive. Right? We went everywhere in this car, right? But it was one of my own. Did you ever watch Police Academy?
Yeah, big Police Academy.
Do you remember when they got the car to try and show how to drive a car and had to pull the seats out of it?
Yeah.
That's the way we left the car. every time I accelerated the car, because one of the boys had kicked it off, we went to all the raves in it and fucking went there. We had it from Friday till Sunday, right? So the other mate came back and was like, "Where's the keys to the car?" And I'm like, "Here." And I gave him it. And he says, "It's not where it was." And I went, "It's up in Blacks Road." And he's like, "Right, named up the Blacks Road. And there's no wheels on it." So I'm like, "You owe me that money." Here's me. No, because it was my car. So me and him fell out. But
How just fuck it that badly? How just fuck the car up?
just everybody went mad, and then there was a fella who was under house arrest from the paramilitaries, and we snuck him out of the house, and we shouldn't have went and got him
Nah.
because he was a fucking head case. And he was
The
sniffing.
guy who's under house arrest from the Paris?
No, he was a scumbag. He was kicking the fucking seats off in the car and then trying to rack it and all. I wouldn't let him drive it, but in fairness, he probably would have been a better driver than me.
Aye.
But like literally, he paid 600.
How'd you sneak him out of the house?
We pulled up at the back entry into his actual garden, and he came out the back fucking window and got into the boot, and then we drove out again. We only done it to get him out of the house. Somebody asked us to do a favour, but then he was like, "Nah, I'm coming with this because I can't knock about the estate." And I was like, "But fuck me." So we've done that kind of thing. But yes, if I've ever stolen, of course, but not. I wouldn't steal from somebody.
Yeah.
If it's a big multinational company, and
I feel no guilt stealing from like Asda. Do you know what I mean? It's a big company. Not that I do. I might. Not that I do. I don't feel
I
guilt
remember
for
as
it.
a kid, like, no, I would have took like a Hot Wheels car or something.
Aye.
As a kid, I think that was where it started. I had the guts to do that,
Aye.
but it developed a wee bit
Into
different things.
it's the maddest thing you've stole that you can legally say on this podcast.
What do you mean modest? Do you mean the biggest?
Yeah, I'll go biggest. I'll change it to biggest. What's the biggest thing you've stolen to the point you're like, why the fuck do we even steal that?
Oh, in size or
Like just-
value?
Value.
Probably the time that we went in to Pizza Hut and we all ordered pizzas and paid for the whole restaurant's meal. I think I've talked about this one.
I think so.
And the manager in Liverpool, like, we done it in Pizza Huts. I done it in American Pizza Hut. Like, there was a Russian guy served us in Pizza Hut, and Andrew's family was all there. And I was like, I'll get this. And your mom was a complete prick, right? And somebody actually said, "Tell him what's your problem." He says, "I don't like Irish guys. Get beat up by an Irish guy or something, right?" But when I went over to the till to pay, I says, "He's paying for it. I'm friends with him." And the girl went, "Who?" And I was like, "Him," and whatever his name was, I can't remember now. And she shouted his name, and he looked over, and he went like that,
Yeah.
like, fuck off.
Yeah, but to
She
them it
took
looked
out-
like, no, go
No,
ahead,
I'm
go
getting
ahead.
it.
Yeah.
I remember driving away from her. I pissed myself laughing that much. Now I'm just going, "What are you laughing about?" That's going laughing. So funny, but I mean, the biggest thing, it's hard.
I'll change it. Have you ever been caught mid stealing something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the best when you're caught mid-steal. As long as you haven't left the premises, you haven't stolen.
Right. But can they not get you with like intent to steal, like he was gonna steal it?
Like, she wants to stop the whole bag thing and all. Like,
Yeah.
that just changed everything. Like, if I was a shoplifter now, it's so easy because people walk out with stuff like that in their arms all the time now.
Yeah. That used to be how I would steal in the shop in school. I'd buy something so they wouldn't suspect of it, despite the fact my pockets are full of shit. But I'm buying like one chocolate bar.
I remember when Cliftonville were playing a final in Windsor, we actually took over the shop.
What shop?
Like, there was a shop,
Like a wee tuck shop
below
in
the
the...
stand.
Right, okay.
and we put the fella in the cloakroom of it, and then we run the shop during the match.
Why did you decide to just do a shift in the middle of a
We
match?
got the money for it. We couldn't. Me and my two mates were standing there and we were like, we can't run out with 20 boxes of KP crisps.
Yeah. Oh, but we can lock a man in a fucking
But if we
storeroom?
lock him in the storeroom and sell it, we'll get the money. So we got like 40 quid each.
Don't want to be caught stealing KP nuts. False imprisonment, though? Fine.
Never got caught. I done it in the chippy one night, right? Big on, you called your woman in Aldo's. I locked her in the cupboard of Aldo's. And fuck me, I've never shit myself. Like, I thought she was going to come through the door.
These covers must be massive.
But I put her in the cupboard and locked the door. She did to get something, I pushed her and locked it.
I take it Big Ann wasn't the a petite girl.
She was actually...
I think a Big Ann's a bit built like a powerlifter.
She's not, but you fucking went nuts. And like the word gets sent around, you let that cunt know he's fucking getting the shit. Things like that. I prefer doing things like that, you know what I mean? Like just
Locking people in rooms.
oh,
Fritzl banter.
like fucking funny. But I'm trying
That's
one of the best ones, which was funny because you know when you have somebody with you, was I started playing golf when I came back from America. I was playing golf a bit, and it was my birthday, and Andrew was like, "I'll take you over, and buy you a set of golf clubs." And we went out. Do you know where Conswater was there?
Yes.
So we went over there, and I don't know if it was a golf shop or if it was
American
a sports
golf.
shop. It was just something there, right? So when we went in, the guy was all like, yeah. There was nobody in the shop. And me and Andrew then, she was like, I want to buy him a set of golf clubs. And he was like, right, well, here's the ranges. And he was going along. And like he started at like fucking $3,000. And I'm like, I'm not spending $3,000. He was like, well, what about 1,500? Because I was like, I want a bag and I want all my woods and I want all my fucking putter and I want my things. So he was like, right. So he brought us up our $3,000. I was like, not spent $3,000. He was like, 1,500. And I was like, not spent 1,500. And I was like, have you got anything on sale? And he was like, lost in interest.
Yeah.
So we went, I've a Mizuno set there, much of that, 300 quid for the set, which is all your clubs, and I can get you your woods, and I can get your putter, and all that together. Say the set was meant to be 100 quid, he says, I can do it for 450, and he says, if you got a bag, he says, the only Mizuno bag I have that fits it was the display model, and I can't find the hood of it. And I was like, well, what's this at? He says, the bag should have been 300. Because there's no hood, I'll do it for £89. And I went, right, okay. So we brought it all over to the till. And next month this fella came in and he was like, I'm looking at a set of Callaways. And like that shut off from us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he just walked us over to the till and he went to the wee girl, here, put that all through. That bag is going to come up as $350. It's £89.
Yeah.
Just cancel everything out and put it through for £89. And she went, right. So she put all the clubs into the bag. Scanned the bag, came up with $350, then cancelled it out, hit £89. And Andrew was about to go, hold on then, and I went,
Ding in the rib, fuck him.
right? And I couldn't get out of the shop quick enough. But he was away with your mum with the 89 calories, but we get in, we put it on the thing. So it was like $1,000 worth of fucking golf stuff. And I got it for
89 quid.
And Andrew was like, that's amazing. Hear me, well, listen. You can give me the couple of £100 as well for my birthday. You can go and buy me some clothes as well. Because it should have been. She's like, I can't believe you made me do that with you. She was like, so loyal. She wouldn't steal a fucking washer. Like,
Real, nah.
She was fucking like raging. She was like, you shouldn't have done that. And all. And fucking, I was like, listen, he fucking.
I'm on your side, Dave. They're a mistake. And if they didn't catch it.
I never said fuck all. I just.
Yeah.
But it was always in my head, I went, fuck. But it was his fault for loss and interest.
Yeah.
Because I think if he had been sound the whole way through the process,
Yeah.
I'd have not done it.
I mean, from his side, say you're a salesman and you're getting commission on that, and someone comes in and's like, give me your cheapest clubs, and then someone goes, give me the
It was
fucking
like
$3,000 clubs. I'm talking to
It's
him.
like a distraction thing.
Yeah.
Do you know, like that's basically, like there's people actually do that, distract you to steal. He distracted himself. And it was so fucking funny, and I just went, well, his fucking demise, because I'm fucking taking him.
Also, I've never seen you play golf ever.
Well, once I got my finger bit off,
Can you not?
I can't hold the club properly.
It's the one sport me and you can fucking play evenly.
And here is the
Mudblood golf.
And here is the representation for Ireland, William Thompson and Paddy McDonald.
Imagine we were in the Paralympic golf team. Just us.
As two ball. And they also play for the snooker team.
I suppose it's the way people forget with my hand. I always forget.
I have
your
a
fingers aren't
third,
there.
a third of the grip in that hand.
Yeah.
I wasn't brilliant at golf, but I wasn't terrible either.
Aye.
You know, I did play it, I played it well, but oh well.
I obviously can't even swing back. Really did, so it's the
Yeah,
worst
they do.
fucking sport. I'm shy at even mini golf.
Are
Like.
you good at golf football? Nah.
I'm terrible
Shit,
at
that.
actually hitting the ball. Is not what I was good at passing. I was good at tackling. That's all I can do.
That's as far as you could go.
I couldn't hit shots to save my fucking life. I was a striker for 2 years. I think I scored once. That's because we were playing the Republic of Ireland. They were about 8-0 up, and they were allowed a keeper who was in a wheelchair, and that's the only time I scored. That's how shite I am at like striking.
I was playing Knockout League.
I'm also thinking about that. I stole the Mercedes badge off my dad's mate's Merc.
Your dad's mate, you're a scum.
My dad's mate came to the house, right, and he had a Merc, and everybody was fucking grabbing at the badge. Cause I don't know if you remember the old Mercs. The badge was up on the thing, like it
Yeah. Oh, was that the one that would come
came
out
out of the bonnet, like that.
like a little statue almost
near enough
on the
but
bottom?
it came up and it had the fucking Mercedes badge, but it used to be on the front of the bonnet like that, but everybody was pulling at it. And somebody pulled at it and it started loosening. So I pulled it out and was like, I'll go and give it to him. And then when I looked at it, I realised, fuck you, you've actually physically broke that, pulling it out. Whereas I thought I was doing him a good turn because they had already made it loose.
They
So-
were gonna break your hood, so I broke it for you.
So
There you
I
go.
went, fuck it. And then
Oh, so you just stole it instead?
I wrapped it up and I sat and capped it. And it made me want to have badges off cars. Right?
Debothering car.
So, no, I wouldn't do ones in the street. Like, I wouldn't physically do it. But what I did do, like, this is genuinely happened. There was a scrapyard that had a Hannahstown, and I used to break into it to go and steal the badges off the cars.
Well, it's a scrapyard, that's fair enough.
But your man caught me. But I'm still friends with him now, like. But, like, I was about 13, 14, and he caught me. And
Did your dad ever catch you with the Mercedes badge?
the wonder where I was getting them all from. And then I was lucky enough that he caught me, and then what he made me do was work 2 Saturdays to pay for the damage.
Right.
And I done that, like.
But your dad never realised you took it off your...
He was just like, where are you getting these from? I was like, I'll find them and stuff like that. But then I says, no, I'm getting them in the scrapyard. And then it was constantly always out in the scrapyard. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I started buying cars.
Your dad's mate's not lose the fucking head. And he's
I
like, where's
don't
my hood ornament?
I don't think he noticed it. And,
Ah.
and then he probably didn't know where it went from there.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But I remember taking that. It was probably one of the earliest. That and taking them wee cars was probably the earliest memory. But in terms of the biggest thing, probably them golf clubs. What was it?
That's not... I wouldn't say that's stealing. I'd say that's the shop's made a mistake. That's, you know, that's not your fault. You didn't
It is
correct...
stealing.
It's not really. It's not really. Because they scanned it through. It's their fault. If you'd have just walked in, lifted the bag of golf clubs, and fucked off, that's stealing. If he scans it through, you pay more.
Davenham's used to be able to go in and if you had a Davenham's bag, you could go in and lift something and go up the till and they would give you the money back on it.
What?
So Davenham's, remember Davenham's?
Yeah.
So Adam went in and lifted like a big fucking ski coat and then stuck it in a Davenham's bag and then went up to the till and went, listen, my ma bought this for me, but
Doesn't fit.
it doesn't fit, or I'm not going skiing now, or we used to give a story. And the girl would go, that's dead on. Well, how much is it? £89. She'd give me money back. And,
There's no tags or fuck all on there.
but no, it wasn't like it was. They didn't check any of that. It was just like, and it went on for about. Me and my mates were doing that for about 6 months, and then they clicked on.
It's like these guys are returning a lot of
And
stuff.
I didn't get caught. It was somebody else got caught.
I had to get caught. What happened, you know?
When they went up to try and do it, then the pulled them as to say and says, we have you in camera lifting that coat. Went down to 2 tills down below and all that there.
Oh, fuck. Also, not to make you feel bad, but that American golf shop is closed down now. So,
Right, okay.
so
I think it was American Golf.
If it was beside
in that-
Collinswater, it'd
was
be
in
American
that-
Golf.
It was in that Collinswater car park.
that was American Golf because it had the like little USA badge.
It was a wee freestanding building.
Yeah, it's closed.
100%.
It's closed down now. So just to make you feel good about
Probably
that.
because fucking stole
Yeah,
the golf
yeah.
clubs.
It's a Tim Hortons now. So go and stroke fucking 300 quid's worth of donuts from them.
But I've done like we would have done like Chineses and stuff like that where you would have went down for a sit down meal and then see who walks out last and phones going off. That kind of stuff went on. I did do a couple of runners.
Fuck, you can steal a full Chinese.
What do you mean?
Teach me your ways. This is something I need to be doing.
No, well, it's a restaurant thing. You go into a restaurant, courteous, and then just have your meal, and then one by one leave. Like, let on your phones are ringing or something.
Yeah.
One by one, but don't all.
I actually
do it
know
at the
people
same
that do that, and it fucks me off that they do that.
time. Yeah. No, I hate that I done it now, like, when I think about it.
It's people my age still do it. I'm like, it's always, no, it's the richer people I know do that. And I'm like,
Remember
you
doing-
can afford this, you can't.
I remember doing it on taxi drivers, like. I remember doing it in taxi drivers. I've done a couple of runners in taxi drivers younger, and then I became a taxi driver, and it was the
I know,
worst feeling.
yeah, I knew too many taxi drivers.
It
Like,
was
I
the
couldn't.
worst feeling.
Aye.
Like, I was like, that was fucking.
See, for me, all the taxi drivers like mates of my dad,
Yeah.
so they knew me. So I
Oh,
can
no,
hardly
we've
do a
seen the
fucking.
videos. Tell me, does your dad know him?
Nah, I don't think so. No, I don't. I wouldn't. No, no. Like, it's not like we talk, but
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But like, I can hardly do a runner because they'd be back at the house before fucking I am the taxi. Like,
But you don't know your man, or you don't know anything.
no, I know
Has
nothing. Like,
anybody said? I know nothing. Do you hear Ali say
I
that
know
very-
nothing.
I know nothing.
No,
I know nothing.
I've asked people like, and no one.
Nobody seems to know.
No one seems
That's-
to know.
That's what makes me think he's not.
I was even asking fucking. I got a phone cab that night, and he was late. And he was like, sorry for being late. And I was like, fuck, I've seen the video, mate. I'm saying fuck all. So I guess taxi may as well be
They
30
don't
quid,
know
you'll
each
get
other.
it.
See, that's
No.
what people. Like,
That's what he was saying,
There's that many
even in the
drivers.
group chat though.
Yeah, but there's that many
Yeah.
drivers. Like, you'll have maybe some that hang about certain places, like the fucking city airport. I don't even know. I think that's value cab, actually. But even if they do have ranks, like, it's them big taxi that was different from, like, when I black taxied on the Falls, you all went into the depot.
Aye,
and fucking
sat
stood
there,
right in the
yeah.
car and talked to each other and stuff. Funny enough, I was at that Lush Classical on Saturday.
I saw that.
Botanic, and met somebody from Tullycarn. Big Ice. Do you know Big Ice?
Don't know, dude.
What?
Guy?
Big Ice, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I know him, but I know the name.
Yeah, he's in the band and stuff like that there, so he was with us. But he only met him that night, but he was like, he used to do the door and stuff, and he was going, are you alright? Because people were torching the bollocks out of me. And I was like, I'm fine with this. Like, and
Yeah.
he's like, are you sure about that? And he's going to her, he gets fucking tortured.
People think that'd be class, and then they spend the night with you, and they're like, that is the most annoying thing.
It doesn't annoy me.
No, I'm fine with it too.
And the majority of people are sound, right? Apart from this one girl came over, and she was like, how are you? And I was like, dead on. And she was like, can I get a photo? And I was like, yes, no problem. And when that gets said, most of the time Andrew will go, give us the camera, I'll take it for you. And they're like, no, you get in. She goes, listen, I want to get a photo took.
Yeah.
I'll take a photo. And Andrew goes to take a photo, and she goes to me, oh, have you a cold sore? And I went, yes. And she went, you needn't lick her out tonight. Which I was like, right, okay, because you know you do get stuff said to you, right? So I was like, right, okay. But then she went over to Andrea, and I went, this isn't going to end well. And she was like, make sure he doesn't lick you out tonight.
Jesus fuck.
She was like, sorry? She's like, he has a cold sore. Make sure he doesn't lick you out.
Make sure, just in case that
Andrew
he
was
slips in.
Here you go. And just turned and just went, fuck me.
That's not.
I
yeah.
don't think that girl was a medical professional.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't.
It's annoying when do you ever get someone takes a photo with you and then they're just a cheeky cunt the whole time. That's the only thing that
What
annoys me.
ones annoys me is when they come over and go, here, can I get a picture? And you go, oh, yes, dead on. And I go, what's your name?
That doesn't even.
I'm like-
I don't really be nice. Like, I'm not like fucking
No,
talking of them. I'll get it.
But I laugh and go, why do you want a photo? You don't know my name.
It's when they're like, can I get a photo? And then put their arms like, get a photo of me and this fat wee fucking spastic. And I'm like, I mean, I'm being sound.
I don't mind that. And in fairness, I don't. Like, I don't
That-
because
it-
I'm a slagger too.
Yeah.
So I get that. That's them trying to be funny with you
I
because
know.
they think they need to be funny.
Yeah.
And you don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a girl came over to Andrea and we were at the bar and she was like, who is he? Who is he? And Andrea went, what do you mean?
People get annoyed at you
And she was
for
like,
people recognizing.
why is everyone getting a photo with him here? And Andrea was like, what's the issue? Like, and she
Yeah.
was like, no, everyone's getting this photo. Who is he? And she's like, well, one's my husband. Like,
Yeah.
but, damn. She was like, I know, but who is he? And then later on that night she came past, she went, I googled you.
Okay. And you're
I'm
like,
like-
all right, didn't ask you to do that.
But she felt it must be that I want people to take photos of me, so I'm gonna try and annoy you.
I don't know. Some people say it's like a Northern Ireland thing. I don't think it is when they're just. I think it's just a people thing where people are like, who's that cunt think they are? Even though you're not the one doing it.
No, And then there was
You'd
a guy,
much rather
there was a
be
guy
left
who,
alone.
There was a guy who was absolutely off his scone, right? But, like, couldn't believe it was me. And he was just like, and all lemons were going, get him away the fuck. And I was going, he's doing no harm. He's actually not even near any usings.
Yeah.
He's fucking near me.
Yeah.
You know, and he was standing this side of me. He knew every episode. He fucking was talking about every aspect.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting going, like, they want rid of him, but see, no, in fairness, this cunt's a fucking $5 a month fucking Patreon.
Oh, I.
do you know what I
Say
mean?
someone goes, I'm a patron, I'm like, fucking come here.
No, but that's
Thank you.
100%. Like, but he knew everything. You know, he was
Yeah.
just off his fucking charts, but he was just excited to meet me, and he was just like, here, you know,
Yeah.
and going over old episodes and stuff, and this, that, the other, and then once he got to the crux of it, then he was near crying and telling me, look, it's fucking helped me with depression, and I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was the next element of it. So I was like, listen.
That's the
So
one-
I spent time with him
Yeah.
because I was like, you know, fuck up.
That's the one, it not upsets me, it almost makes you like start crying 'cause you're like, fucking, it's so
No,
silly
you
that you
understand,
think
yeah.
this helps. Well,
Yeah.
not silly,
Yeah.
but like it's nice. It's really, really, that's the bit I really like. I'll get a lot of like disabled people come up to me. And they're always like, I always get slagged for my disability and it's good that you do it. And they like seeing the comic with it. And that's the bit I'm like, oh, fucking cheers, buddy.
Yeah, no, but they can connect with you.
Yes.
I think when people can connect with you, and people were going, why are you not in the VIP? And I'm going,
Because it's shite. And
but
it's
even at
dear.
that, it's just, I'm
Did
just,
you get tickets on the slide, did you?
no, I bought them.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're a dickhead.
I'd always buy tickets.
Why?
I hate that people thinking that they need to give, like when we were in Ibiza, there was a guy fucking wouldn't let me pay in his fucking restaurant because he was from here. And I was like, so I went back the next day, made sure he wasn't working. And I went back the next 2 days and had something to eat.
Yeah.
To pay back for the fucking one that I got. Because
I
it was like,
get that.
I don't need anything for that.
Yeah.
If I can pay for it, I would rather pay. Do you know what I mean?
A restaurant, yeah, a big concert, if I can get in free, I'm taking it.
It's an artist too. I sort of look at it as the artists need to be paid too. Like, you know?
I look at it as these big concerts have that list anyway. You know when you do a show, you have a certain number held back.
No, I don't.
You absolutely do. And so
I
do
absolutely don't.
You fucking do.
No, I don't, because
Look at
this
the
will
panic in
open
his
a
eyes.
flood. You have absolutely no idea what it's like for me. I have a big family
Yeah. So,
and a lot of close friends.
because there's only a couple of my family too in there. There's only the 5 of us.
You do admit that none of them go.
They go to the big ones.
Of course, the fuck.
And
they
they fucking pay. Thanks, guys. But they do pay. I wait till they've bought a ticket and then go, I got you. I don't mention it beforehand, but I don't fucking got you though.
You do have an awful lot of people fucking trying to get free tickets. Like, I hear people, like, or some.
I always find it's never the people close to
Here, I didn't even know you were on in the Ulster Hall on Saturday night. Can I get tickets for that? Or, because they're all sold out or something. And you're like, I don't even know you.
It's
It's a
always,
message request.
it's like my dad was your fucking dad's milkman when he was 7. Any chance of a few freebies?
I've
And you're
drove
like, no.
past your primary school twice before.
Yeah.
So, like, I near enough know who you
Schofield
are.
trying to get tickets
Can you
off you?
just, like, that's the kind of shit that people come off with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I served you once at McDonald's when you were wiped out when you were
I get
18.
loads now asking me for like comps for raffles. And I give away 50 for the last.
Yeah, I do the same.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I do the same.
People don't see that.
Yeah.
So then when we got to 50, they were like, you can't really give no more free tickets away here.
Yeah.
And that was 50. That's 50 pairs, not 50 tickets.
Yeah. Oh, 50 pairs. So
That
that's
was 50
100.
pairs. That's 100 people.
That's $2,000.
Exactly. If not more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minus the tax.
Yeah.
But
I always do it if I can, but sometimes I'm like there.
So it's like you have to have. Now I allowed 50 in that because I went, oh, it's fucking the Odyssey. But at the same sense, I had to throw on a Saturday because there wasn't enough tickets because I give loads of them away free. So people don't get annoyed when I go, listen, we've met our quota here, and that's just.
No. I always find it's never the ones close. Sometimes
It's the ones that were over the 50 that are coming and saying, can I get tickets for a raffle for our wee John who's doing an egg and spoon race for a Jack Russell to get an operation? And you go, I can't, I've given away free, and they're going, can't.
I always think.
But it's,
Yeah,
you know.
they immediately go cut, but it's like
Cut, and you're like-
our Stephen's going bald, he's going to Turkey, so we're all doing a fun run. If You two
Listen,
went
we're
from
clacking
tickets.
for Brian, the taxi driver's lost his job recently.
And to be fair, like, I would do.
He did lost his job.
Who did?
Brian.
He did. Should
Honest
we
lessons.
do some free tickets for him?
Maybe we should do a fucking, I don't know, do something.
Fundraiser so he can get an actual gun.
If he comes on, put it this way, see if he comes on and fucking tells his story and he wasn't up to no good, I'll fucking
It's not
fight
the
for
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'll
mate.
fight for the cunt, I will. I'll help him. I'll get him work. Because he probably has kids, no? Did he say he had kids?
No, I don't think so.
I think he did. I think he did. I think he
When
had
did he say?
kids.
When did he mention his kids?
Well, the court case, if it's in the
I'm
court
gonna
case.
blow your fucking head off. By the way, that's my wee one. She's going in the nursery. If you don't fucking sort
Most-
yourself out,
But he probably does have kids. I would say he does.
you're very sympathetic to this guy who held someone at
Because
gunpoint.
he seems, what I got from the video was, he was like, no one of them ones, his niece is gone with some wee lad who's a drug dealer or something.
Aye.
And she's like, man, well, Brian's very good at doing. And he's like, what happened to you? And he's like, this cunt's fucking me about, he owes me 200 quid. I go and pick him up in the taxi and I'll have a word with him.
Aye.
I think that's what's happened. He just comes across as that type of person. I could be wrong. He could be the most ruthless fucking
yeah. When we get him on, he's talking about murder.
But here's what I don't think, right? If he was the most ruthless fucking UVF debt collector, why is he driving a fucking phone cop?
Something just to pass the nights, just to get
Nah,
nice.
see, I don't get that.
I don't know.
That's to me, deep down, I think he's just an ordinary bloke and he's fucked up here. I do. I think either he's been fucked about or he thought he was doing a favour for somebody here and it makes him look like an absolute cunt. And especially when an organisation come out and don't claim you. Like, even if he gets a sentence here, he's not going in the UVF wing. Like.
It was like
getting
transfer
him off the
season. No
ground.
one wanted him.
Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's like, he's linked to Chelsea, and Chelsea are going, we're not fucking having him. They're like, UDA's like, I don't want that. He's not us. We're
Like
not
taking your
signing this
cousin to
cunt.
Spain and you're on a boat cruise and he fucking does something really bad on him. You
Yeah.
know, I never seen that come before.
I don't know
You
what
get on the
cunt.
boat with him, no, I didn't know. I just do think that sometimes people can't fuck up, and I think he's just been one of them type of people that he's fucked up, and he has kids and a family, and now he's fucking. Do you know? It could push somebody over the edge.
Speaking of fucking up and kids, did you see the Schofield interview?
No, I didn't watch it.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I don't want to be going on commenting about it. I really don't. I done one or two wee things and then that was it. I was just like, do you know what? Fuck that.
Did you see him hit? Did you not see him hit the vape?
So
It's that's the funniest thing about, like, it's so serious, and then he just pulls out a wee Lost Mary vape and just starts hitting it.
Why is that so funny?
It's just because he's fucking 62. Imagine you're like being like, my career's in tatters and no one's gonna hire me, and then you just like whip out a wee tiny vape. It's so funny looking. You haven't seen the video's fucking hilarious.
Would it have been better if he was sucking on a wee tiny willy?
It'd be less surprising.
Well, probably. But that's what I mean. And, you know, he's fucked too. He's fucked.
I don't know. There has been worse that, you know, you give it 5 years and they're back.
Nah.
He'll host like
Look
a
at Michael
fucking...
Barrymore. Never come back.
No, his was different.
Why?
Because it was a dead body found in his house that he was alleged to have had something to do with the murder of.
Right. Somebody was found dead in his house. He didn't get accused of it. He never got
He
it
did.
done.
He did.
He didn't get done with it.
No, he didn't get done.
No, but he was never accused of the death or the being involved in it.
They
It was
never
just
directly
because it was
went,
on his party. It was in his house.
but there was things found with the body. When
What
he,
was found?
so they say Barrymore's story is, we just came out and he was in the pool dead, and then they looked at the body and they're like, why is his, pardon my French, arsehole completely ruptured?
Was it?
Yes.
I thought this is there's no sexual activity on his body.
That's what Barrymore was saying. But they said he didn't do anything. But there was
I
also
thought
the
they
coroner
came back and
said his
said no.
arsehole was like a fucking
I
big
thought
telescope.
no. I think that's wrong.
That's what I listened to a podcast about it. That's the only reason. But
Honestly, check it out because there was no.
allegedly, no,
I could be wrong too, but I could near swear that they found like there was no sexual activity with him or anything like that.
I thought that was their
Because he
argument.
was a straight fella.
Yeah. So that's what the conspiracy side of it was they brought this guy back,
Raped him.
assaulted him, and then threw him in the pool.
See, I don't think so. But
But yeah, you're right.
I'm not
Barrymore didn't come back,
Never
but
come
I'd say that's different.
yeah, Cliff Richard didn't come back either after he got his house raided.
He never really he stayed at the level he was at.
No, he didn't. He's had a number one every decade from the 1960s or the 1950s, 1950, 1960, 1960.
Aye, but what, you know,
1980.
he was already on the wind down when that happened.
Doesn't drink.
And no one said he drank.
He says he's on the way.
Boo, boo, Paddy. Now I'm trying to think who did groom people and they come back from it or be
No
accused
one
of
did.
something like that.
No one. What do you call them?
Even-
There, you made a joke about a few episodes ago.
Rolf Harris.
Rolf Harris, again,
He never came
convicted.
He
Convicted.
but he never came.
No, convicted.
He was accused, was he not?
No, he did jail time.
No,
He
he
did jail
was
time.
a sexual predator.
He was mad.
He was a full-on sexual predator. Harvey Weinstein.
He more got away with it for so long.
He hasn't come back.
No, because he's
Not
in,
making any
he's
more
in,
Star
because
Wars
he's in
movies.
jail.
Or Transformers.
Yeah, he never made them anyway. But he's in jail.
Transformer, didn't it?
No,
Are you sure?
no, he made like Pulp Fiction and shit.
He does all Quentin Tarantino's films.
Did he not do Transformers?
I don't. That wasn't
It's
Miramax.
the Weinstein Company.
Yeah.
It's on every.
Good Will
Tarantino
Hunting.
film.
Good Will Hunting was him.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, he made those kind of
Wacky stuff.
not like like Oscar contenders, like proper
See,
cinematic films.
People think that Quentin Tarantino and him are like very close mates because Quentin seems to have a food fetish and he uses younger girls.
Tarantino's out. I love his movies.
Do you think he's
I love his work.
Woody
See if
Allen.
someone went, we're going for dinner.
Woody Allen, he never came back.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He continued to make movies. He never really went away. He did fine. He continued to make movies. He's still making movies. Blue Jasmine's fucking a couple of years old. And it was a big film.
And Woody Allen made it?
Woody Allen wrote it and directed it, yep. He never really...
Disgusting.
It's more like you'll not be the prime time the guy anymore.
What he done was fucking beyond the fucking...
What he did so weird.
Oh my
What
god.
did he do?
He
Do you not know Woody Allen?
adopted...
Do you know who Woody Allen is?
No. I
So-
can't think of who it is.
Woody Allen, he was a film director, a comedian.
Stand-up comedian.
Fucking, don't get me wrong, creep, but amazing.
Right.
Very funny.
This wee weird looking man, and
Yeah.
he adopted...
He was married to Mia Farrow.
Yeah, and they adopted a wee Chinese baby.
Right.
I think it was her daughter, she'd adopted
okay.
him. And then he
Not
married
him.
the
or
ma.
her.
And then he left the ma for the daughter when she turned 18.
As soon as she turned 18, left her.
Yeah. See, this is the bit, see when they go, oh, but he waited till they're 18. I'm like, I don't believe that.
You don't go to your wife, listen, I'm going to leave you now and chance my arm here with this wee 18-year-old, it's my daughter. There's something had to go
Like
on.
if you raised her from she was 7, like,
It was dirty.
that'd be like me starting to go with my ma when I turned 18.
What age did you go with her?
She died before I got the chance, sadly. But
Before you were 18?
yeah. Just after I turned 18.
Right, okay.
But she was already sick, so I wasn't into it.
Just...
But but it's weird. Like,
He'll not come back. He'll not come back.
see the weird thing, because I put up the clip of the Schofield joke, and then I got loads of like people not arguing with me, but just direct the messages to me, being like, well, Celine Dion's manager met her when she was 12 and married her when she's 18, and he was 36. Is that grooming? I'm like, textbook, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think grooming is? Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird. But I don't know. I think if he doesn't get convicted of anything, he'll be back in like 5 years with some shite fucking quiz show that no one watches.
Aunt and Dak, fucking aunt came back after drink driving.
Did you ever see the Frankie Boy joke about that's one of my favourite jokes? It's like people find it hard to tell Aunt and Dak apart. And he goes, oh, see the one that's not hanging out the back of a car that's slammed into a family of 3? That's Dak. He came back from that, and he's lucky no one was hurt. If they were hurt, they'd be fucked. But it was more just, oh, Aunt McPartland is slammed into the side of my fucking car. Blocked. But they went away for about a year.
Yeah.
About a year, but they came back.
Hello and welcome to the jungle. I fucking drive myself fucking drunk. Like, I would appreciate them more if they fucking talked about it. Like, no, the wee jokes at the start of,
Yeah.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Oh, well, let you drive the car.
I'm trying to think, what is the... I mean, what's his name? Ferris Bueller, who played him?
Yeah, he killed somebody.
He
in
killed
Ireland.
a mother and daughter in Donegal.
Yeah.
Didn't even get charged. He's fine.
Get out in the peace process. So he
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I agree with
yeah.
you. First Bueller's Day Off. He was in the fucking Republican one.
How the fuck did he get away with it?
He says he was driving. He says that
He can't remember. Matthew Broderick.
Matthew, but he says he couldn't remember that you drove on the opposite side of the road over here.
He also says he can't remember the details of the, because he said he hit his head, so I can't remember what happened. And no, it was in like a wee country lane, so no one could see what happened. It was before cameras everywhere, so they couldn't really prove he did it. Well, they know he did it, but they can't really say who was at fault. But mental, he got away with that. Alec Baldwin, don't know if he'll come back from shooting someone in the fucking face. What's that?
He finished off that film.
He finished the film.
He finished off the fucking makeup artist.
Scrape the back of her mind off the walls and get rolling.
Huh?
That's mental.
Finished the film. It's out now. It's actually due for September.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
I need to
Do you know
watch
what?
it.
I'm gonna watch
You
it.
know what? It's gonna sell it.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Even if it's shit, it's gonna sell
But
it.
see if you're watching it, like, there's gonna be like a few scenes in that where he's gonna be holding the actual murder weapon.
And everybody, it's like,
Yeah,
but
like
did you
3D,
see,
you're like, oh,
did you see your email on the back of the car?
No.
So see when you watch the video, right? So he
I'm
does the whole
sorry
thing,
about that,
and he turns around and he goes, "I'm sorry about that,"
Yeah.
and he was sitting there, but he does a delayed reaction. He goes, "Like, once the gun's like fucking there for 5 minutes."
That's a fact.
What he said. He-
I'm sorry, I had to put you through that. He's like, "Fuck's sake, I didn't know, you didn't know, who didn't, I didn't know what was going to be all."
It's the fact the guy's like, you make fucking putting that turns around his face like, I'm sorry to make you uncomfortable, by the way. Like pointing the gun
That's
at
what
him.
makes me think he is not a fucking.
Yeah, alright, back guy. Like,
By the way, here, do you need to be baby whipped?
do you want
Here,
that
look
window then? There you go. I'm trying to think other celebrities came back from stuff. Michael Jackson?
He
Kind,
died in a little.
but he... No, they came out... This is the thing I don't get, right? When the documentary came out and everything, Michael Jackson might be a pedo. I'm like, this is all, like, 20-year-old... No, this was all old news.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
this has been going on from the mid-90s.
Jimmy Savile, Michael Jackson had that much power and money that they were able to get away with stuff.
Savile's came out after he died. Jackson continued to have a career.
No, Savile's was coming out, but what happened was he had that much power that every time the fucking cops got a fucking report, it got fucking housed.
But I mean, Jackson's was everywhere. He had the trial. He went to court for it.
Oh, he went, like, Savile never really
And
got
still...
Oh, you're right, actually, yes.
Yeah.
He ended up paying out a few.
Yeah,
Couple of million. Couple of million.
couple of times.
So... But he continued to have a career after
He
that.
lost. See, Billie Jean's that good. Stick Billie Jean. Stick Billie Jean on and you forget about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like sick man, then you hear...
It's just, you know, I'm bad. You know it. You know.
Yeah.
Like he was telling us.
Yeah.
There's so much like cryptic stuff in his songs.
His songs.
Like, I actually watched it. There's a podcast where like, they go into like films and songs and shit, and like find shit, but it's true stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, Michael Jackson's
That's not always
song,
a
you
fear.
know I'm bad. You know it, you know. And the whole world has to know right now, because I'll tell you what to do. I'm bad, right? That was the fucking lyrics, like,
Gary Glitter was the same.
do you want a buck of my gang?
Gary Glitter.
I want a Vietnamese girl.
He only
What's
got-
mad about him? He keeps getting deported and then going to a different country and doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Google.
Yeah.
Where can you buy a shit?
Fucking
We seen him in Spain.
guy, like live.
No.
Oh, you saw.
Like him walking through a fucking Spanish village. We were over for a wedding and the cunt was walking down through a square with a girl and I was like, what the fuck? And then they were all going snap because when he's tiny, right? But obviously he doesn't look like his fucking... When you think Gary Glitter, you think the big hair and
Aye, the big
where he was
danger mouse hair.
baldy and he had the wee white beard with the wee fucking glasses. And I was like, that is fucking him. And somebody went, no, it's not. And I was like, it fucking is. And then somebody shouted Paul and he fucking turned around and looked. And then me fucking told you, and they all went, fuck, it was. It was fucking him, like.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I just realised his real name's Paul. I was like,
Paul
why-
Chad.
I was like, why the fuck? I was like, why no one shout Glitter?
Yeah. Gary.
But even I am now. I can't stop thinking about like did anyone murder anyone and get away with
O.J.
it.
Simpson.
He's
But he
fucking.
never came back. He wrote a book, but their careers never are the same.
But he lost. No. But you can come back to a
Adam
degree.
Johnson, footballer.
No, I love about his conviction too. Is he was just like, have you ever seen him talk about it? He was in jail and someone videoed him talking about it. And he's like, I never even fingered her, got my dick out or nothing. I just took her for milkshakes and got a kiss. And you're like, oh my god, you fucking loser!
He was raised.
I'm away for milkshakes. You fucking dick.
I got 14 years for getting her a strawberry milk.
Then again, Mason Greenwood.
But he raped his partner, but then she
But no, it didn't.
Take it all back.
took it all back.
Took it all back. So then I think, is he back now?
He's back.
He's back.
Guess who's back? That's what I'd be playing if I was him driving into the car park. and training.
I'd be playing It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
Apparently the lyrics that it wasn't what we thought.
Well, there's not the cheating song, you know, if you listen to Rick Rock's third verse. No, I'm gonna tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I caused. It's a fucking tune. You have no idea the amount of money I would spend if Shaggy was coming here for free IP tickets, man. I fucking love Shaggy, man.
Oh, Carolina,
Oh, Carolina. Fucking love. See a wee sunny day, man.
You're gonna
Shaggy's on.
sound like fucking Shaggy if he keeps fucking.
These, I'm so bad on them, man. I need to stop.
You're sucking on it like Phil Schofield.
I think I understand. I hear that I can nail Scared Schofield. How Caroline Fleck felt. You haven't seen the
What a
inter-
cunt. Like, that was a publicist told him to say it.
Absolutely.
Play the fucking I'm gonna do myself in card.
Yeah. I think we're running out of time there
Oh,
anyway.
what time
What
is
we
it?
got to plug?
You're on 56 minutes.
Yeah, we'll plug our shit and go.
Yes, I have my SSE on the 8th of September. I've got the Edinburgh Fringe coming up.
Yeah, baby.
I've got the Walled Garden in Bangor in August. I've got the Hill fucking in Dungannon. Me and Mickey's on. I have got the Millennium Forum in Derry on the 4th of November. I've got London on September the 30th. I have Dublin on September, don't know the date yet.
Find that out.
And I'll
Definitely
definitely
find
let
out.
people know.
Yeah.
And I've got Glasgow in September as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm playing Dublin the 1st of October
There we go.
in the Laughter Lounge. It's my solo show. And I am playing September the 19th in Glasgow at the Glee.
Good lad, good lad. I can't remember when my winter tour dates are, so I can't tell you. I've got the Ulster Hall 4th of November. We're down to like the last 200 for that.
Woo-hoo.
So get tickets for that while you still can. And the Edinburgh Fringe, if you're over in Edinburgh in August.
We'll both be there.
We'll both be
Get
there.
involved.
Yes. Head on over to the Mudblood Patreon for this week's extra episode. Other than that,
It's a sound of the police.
thank you very much. And we'll see
Shout
you
out
later.
to Brian the taxi man.
I feel like